in connection with the legal query of Board Member Roberto Rillera regarding two Sangguniang Panlalawigan ordinances which covers one subject matter, which is obstruction, to which he conformed to be analyzed by this representation instead of letting it be reviewed by the Office of the Provincial Legal Office headed by Attorney Andre Dacanay. Upon perusal of the two Sangguniang Panlalawigan ordinances, specifically Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance number 6, 2008, and Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance number 230, 2020, I found the two Sangguniang Panlalawigan ordinances not actually contradictory but complementary to each other. It must be taken cognizance, however, that there must be some sort of reconciliation because under Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance number 230-2020, authored by Board Member Anibal de Guzman, specifically under Section 5, there is a lengthy enumeration of obstructions. The title of the ordinance is Ordinance Prohibiting All Obstructions in National Highway, Primary or Secondary, Provincial Roads, City, Municipal Roads, Barangay Roads, and Bridges. Whereas in Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance number 6, 2008, titled Regulating the Construction of Road Humps in the Province of La Union, specifically under Section 3 thereof, it enumerates the prohibited humps, which says that the following are prohibited: road humps in national highway, road humps in road intersections, road humps in uphill road humps in roads where the maximum speed is more than 40 kilometers, and road humps within 30 meters before every curve or end with angle of at least 30 degrees. As quoted in the ordinance of Board Member Anibal de Guzman under Article 694 of the new Civil Code, it says that anything which obstructs the free passage of any public highway, street, or body of water constitutes obstruction. So from that definition, it could be clearly deduced that road humps which are prohibited under Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance number 6, 2008 is considered an obstruction. But to completely classify those prohibited humps as obstruction or nuisance, it is best to completely quote the definition of nuisance under the new Civil Code, specifically under Article 694 of the new Civil Code, which says that nuisance is any act, omission, business, establishment, condition, or property, or anything which shocks or offends the senses, which hinders the use of property, which obstructs the free passage of public highway, road, street, or body of water, or endangers health or public safety. So from that complete definition of nuisance under the new Civil Code, the road humps referred to in Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance number 6, 2008, specifically under Section 3 thereof, is classified not merely an obstruction, but likewise an obstruction which endangers public health or safety. So, what is simply needed to be done, Your Honor, is to make an amendatory ordinance so that we will just include the prohibited road humps under Sangguniang Panlalawigan Resolution or Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance number 6, 2008 as one of the obstructions under Section 5 of Sangguniang Panlalawigan Ordinance number 230, 2020. And that amendatory ordinance, Your Honor, will be read today for first reading. My second concern, Your Honor, is the proposal of Board Member Eulogio Clarence Martin de Guzman. Hence, today, we are going also to pass a Sangguniang Panlalawigan na resolution for maintenance of status quo in the boundary disputes between Tuba, Benguet, and Pugu, La Union, so that we could timely prevent or avert the intrusion or encroachment being done by the municipality of Tuba, Benguet, while at the same time preserving the harmony of the two indigenous cultural communities or municipalities. For after all, the two municipalities are formerly part of Benguet, specifically Pugu, La Union, but now Pugu, La Union is, of course, as known to us, is one of the component municipalities of the province of La Union. My third and final concern, Your Honor, is the passage of a Sangguniang Panlalawigan resolution enjoining the city of San Fernando and the 19 component municipalities of the province of La Union to authorize tricycles from other municipalities to enter their respective jurisdiction, issuing for the purpose special motorized tricycle operators permit to avoid the imposition of penalty, specifically 6,000 pesos, and accessory penalty of 90 days tricycle suspension operation, which is prejudicial or detrimental not only to tricycle drivers but also to tricycle operators and the riding public, especially those who are commuting during night time. And that, Your Honor, is in compliance with the proposal or actually directive of DILG officials and LTO officials who attended the meeting yesterday, specifically in line with LTO Memorandum Circular 94-199 and Joint Memorandum Circular 1 Series of 2008 and Series of 2007. In order that we could already ensure that no tricycle driver will again be penalized with 6,000 pesos. Thank you very much, Your Honor, and God bless to each and everyone.